in this presidential references has clearly pointed out how the governor does not have any role to play. This is what we have been saying, and how the governors have been using a pocket veto of delaying the bills and ensuring that they are effectively denying the people of the particular state the courtesy, the luxury of the bills which they have voted for to come in play. The Supreme Court has made it very, very clear that the governor is still an yes-man, a postmaster and a rubber stamp. Beyond that, he does not have any other powers. He does not have a pocket veto. There is not a fourth option that the governor can reject a bill. That is not how our constitutional scheme of things work, and that has been once again reiterated by the Supreme Court. But when it came to the aspect of deemed assent, the bench of Justice Pardiwala and Justice Mahadevan, as earlier allowed, gave that if the governor is not granting a bill the sanction within a period of 3 months, then it is deemed to have been acceded to by the governor. The assent has been deemed assent. The Supreme Court is saying that that is not desirable, that cannot happen. So maybe from henceforth, this deemed assent will not work, but whatever that has already been assented to, that will continue to be there. So that is where we stand.
So you mean to say that the other announcement made by the announcements will be continuing?
See, absolutely, because the deemed assent, as per the judgment of the Supreme Court, deemed assent has already been given. So how can we put the clock back and say, no, we will take back the deemed assent? No, it's not. It cannot work that way. So those bills are already considered to be passed. When the Supreme Court says so it is passed. Now can we come and say, no, we are undoing the passing of the bill? We will put the clock back and say status quo ante should prevail. That is not how the Constitution works. From now on, the concept of deemed assent will not work, and the governors will have this time veto. Though the Supreme Court effectively put a full stop to this pocket veto, they will have this time veto. They will sit on the bills. And again, the Supreme Court has said the concept that the governor can sit on the bill for a huge number of time, for a large number of time, is justiciable. This judicial review is permissible for that. So if they are not going to give assent to that within a reasonable time, then again I think we can approach the courts and get our remedy sorted out. See, the issue is this. The framers for Constitution thought that people, high-minded people who are experts, people who are fair, people who are reasonable, people who are gentlemen will occupy the post of the governor. But here we are seeing the opposite. We can never say all those things about the governor of the state of Tamil Nadu. He is sitting on the bills only to enhance, only to push the agenda of the RSS and the BJP. He thinks he'll be rewarded. The BJP is trying to stall the state governments only through this way. That is the reason why we approach the Supreme Court, and the time-tested principles have been again reaffirmed by the Supreme Court, but they are differing on just this aspect of deemed assent alone.
So it is not a setback?
See, if it's a very hypothetical question. If the governors act in good faith, if the governors are going to expeditiously dispose of the bills that has been presented to them by the state assemblies, then where is the question of deemed assent coming? The only question that has to be asked is this: what else the governor has to do? What other job has he got except giving assent to the bills? He's paid a huge sum. All the governors are living in palatial mansions, a luxurious lifestyle. Why that has been given to them? Just to give assent to the bills, act as per the Constitution. If they don't act as per the Constitution, then all these issues come. See, if you ask me whether it is a setback when the BJP is still in governance, it is a setback. But if the governors are going to behave properly, act as per the Constitution and does not act illegally, then it is not a setback.